And we're back, episode 9, Parlay Parlance. I'm your host, Zach, joined by Shayan and Ditz. Fellas, how we doing?
Doing all right.
Let's discuss some redraft football.
About a week and a half out.
Getting real close. It's, next Thursday, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Dude, I'm so excited. I'm actually so excited.
Yeah, I think this is peak, mock draft season, right? Everyone, this week is all, at least myself, I've got drafts, I think most days this week. I think that's the same for most. We're going to do a mock draft today. Doing a 12-team half-point PPR mock. We're actually picking from the spots that we are choosing from in our main league. So we have Ditz at the 7, Shine at the 8, and I'm at the 12. So maybe some sniping going on between Ditz and Shine, and we'll see what happens there. Should we just kick it off? What do you guys think?
I think so, but let me just say, I think you organized this so you can get a sneak peek of what we're going to do in the real draft, which is this Tuesday for us in our league.
Yeah.
That's the real motivation for this.
I will say, though, one thing. So we're an ESPN hosted league. We're doing the draft on Sleeper today, easier mock draft platform. Definitely some big gaps in ADP, which we'll see as we go between the two platforms. So even before getting started, a big tip, keep that in mind. If you're used to drafting on one platform, you have a different league on a different platform, it will fluctuate a lot, and you can use that to your advantage as you go. So just want to give that a little tidbit before we get into this. But
cool.
Let's kick this off.
Wait, for the audience, though, Zach, how many leagues are you in?
So we have the 2 Dynasty leagues, and then I'm in currently 3 other redrafts, and I'm in a potential 4th.
Okay.
I like to stay under 5. Ideal for me is 4. The issue is when you add a second dynasty, it's like, oh, that's just always going to be there,
Yeah.
So I try to stay 3 or less redrafts, but a 4th one sneaking up. The Natul Family League, which most serious league of the bunch,
Okay.
Yeah.
How many people is that?
Cards.
It's going to be 10.
10. Wow.
10-teamer. Yeah. What about you guys? How many?
I'm getting in there too this year, I think, right?
Yeah. Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family. Thank you.
Hey, well, TFTA, where am I invite at, though?
You might be able to get in there, man.
Hey, yo. They won't know.
Pretty sure
they won't know.
I got beat in the semifinals by Natul's dad. Because
That's
Cooper Cup
brutal,
got me.
man.
Cooper Cup got me 0 points or 0.5 points, back-to-back weeks. We had 2-round playoffs, and he double screwed me over.
Wait, how long have you been in this league for?
This is just year 2, so
okay.
I just made my way into the family, but
okay, wow.
It was also the biggest buy-in, which is kind of odd. But anyways,
Wait, how much was it?
That one was 100, which was kind of odd because most of the league didn't know what they were doing. So
I was shocked by that as well. It's like these people don't watch football.
Shane, are you in this league too?
No, but I was following it closely from Zach's updates last year.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
I think I'm gonna be this year in the league. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can do well, you can prepare well, you can pick the right players, but there is an element of luck involved in this,
I wouldn't know. I win. I just keep winning.
Right. Okay.
Hey, remind me who won our league again last year?
Wait,
It's a good show.
Shad, remind me who came in last place back-to-back years before that, though.
That one I can tell you. That one would be
that one I do know. Yeah.
Hey, I have no memory of that.
That's
none whatsoever.
There it is. By the way, Natul will be back next episode. He's on a little hiatus from the pod, but he'll be back next episode. But all you listeners, don't worry about him. He's safe and sound.
Thoughts and prayers, though.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Whoa. Computer is going off. Already we're seeing the expected picks, I would say.
No.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, I didn't see that last one. Whoa. Okay, let's talk about this.
So just for the audio listeners only, we had Jamar Chase go number 1, CeeDee Lamb number 2, Saquon Barkley 3, Bijan Robinson 4, Jefferson 5, and then Ashton Genty went 6th before Ditz at the 107. Go ahead, Shiner. Ditz, thoughts on those first 6?
I mean, Jamar Chase,
Mhm.
that's fine. CD Lamb, I don't know if I'm going 2 on that. A lot of people say Saquon Barkley should be going 2. Some people are even picking Bijan at 2. Bijan, sorry. I don't know.
Mhm.
The real trouble here is Genti at 6. I don't know what's going on there. I've not seen that in any ADP rankings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's high.
that is.
I just realized one downside of me showing my screen is you guys can see who I'm searching for.
We won't look.
So
We
pay
won't
no
look.
mind,
Yeah.
to that. But yeah, I would say that's high for Genti. I don't think I've seen any mock so far with him going before Gibbs. I think that's the biggest
Yeah.
shock of the first 6. But
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
um,
otherwise the order seems fine.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of easy here. Gotta go Gibbs. What Gibbs?
Gibbs at the 107, and like I said, it's half PPR. Just want to make sure that's clear.
Indeed.
Shayan's up at the 108.
Yeah, I mean, I'm what it tells me to do is to pick Derrick Henry. I'm actually between Amon-Ra and Puka for this, if I'm being honest.
Mhm.
I think Amon-Ra especially gets a lot of passes, man. So does Puka. I think Puka had like one of the highest target shares in the league last year.
Mhm.
And the Rams, I mean, they do spam Kyron a lot, but I still think they're going to be passing a lot too. And if they're passing and he's getting all that target share, I would want Puka. Still debating though. Hold on. Give me a second here. What do you guys think?
Well, I think not to influence your pick, but are you concerned with Stafford potential health going into the season?
Is that
He's
man taking
okay. He's
epidurals?
okay enough, I think, but there's some back concerns,
I
which is
haven't
always a
heard
little
much. Tell me
scary
about it.
going into the. Yeah, he's just been having like a. I don't know what the exact injury is, but just back pain. He's getting old,
He is getting old.
So
Pretty
yeah,
sure
he
he's
he got an
taking
epidural.
epidurals. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's behind him? Stetson Bennett?
Isn't it
Is
Garoppolo?
yeah, it is
Okay.
Garoppolo.
Okay,
Garoppolo's
Garoppolo.
second.
You know who's gonna love that though? That happens.
Who's that?
Devontae Adams.
Oh yeah,
Oh god, the Raiders reunion.
Yeah. Did you
he
guys ever
uh
watch
he hates
Quarterback?
Garoppolo,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because he basically was leading him into all these like collision passes.
Yeah.
So he's like, get me away from Garoppolo.
Yeah.
But
For the listeners, if you haven't seen the clip, just search it up. That man was
yeah,
so done with him.
yeah,
Okay. Well, given those concerns, and I was leaning towards Amon-Ra anyway.
yeah.
And I think most of the rankings have him above Puka as well. Um,
Mhm.
is there a case to be made for picking Derrick Henry here? Yeah. Just
I
kind of
think it's a
now
bit
that I
early.
say that, I'm kind of considering it too. But yeah, I think it might be early. I'll go Amon-Ra, but I wouldn't be mad about this. I see that Christian McCaffrey is ranked in between Amon-Ra and Puka. That one I will disagree with, just because you know how I feel about that injury risk. So we're gonna
Yeah,
pick Amon-Ra.
I think that's a good pick. Okay, so Amon-Ra to Shine at the
Oh,
108, Derrick Henry at the 109, Neighbors at the 110, and then Puka Nakua at the 111. Leaves me at the 112. I think this is the time to try things out, right? In a mock and just see how things go. A lot of discussion around CMC.
oh God, too much discussion that I disagree with, man. I'm not touching him with a 10-foot pole. Seems like you want to touch him
I
with
definitely want to touch him.
with your hand
Yeah, yeah,
on
a little
his
pat on the
body.
back. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
I think for me, so I'll give a quick mention to HN. He's dealing with some calf issues. He would be in contention on the 1-2 turn, but I'm scared of that issue, so I'm kind of away from him. I don't love the other running backs. That's why this is tough for me because if it's not CMC, Jacobs is fine, but I'm not super high on Jacobs going into this
It's not
season.
winning your league.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not
I
either.
seem to
Yeah,
be
and the
lower than the
first round is
consensus
a
on
little
him.
wild.
Yeah, I think sleeper. This is an example where it has like Brian Thomas pretty low down. Um, okay, well,
Let me tell you this. Oh,
I
what'd you
took
pick?
CMC.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you did want to touch him, I guess.
Touched him.
You did touch him.
Man, So I'm going Simpson. It is just a big gamble, obviously. Could totally submariner season. I am hoping that he can just stay healthy. Um, in an actual league, like in our main league, if I'm faced with that decision, I don't know if I'll take him at the 112. It's just a risk aversion situation.
A lot of the rankings have Nico Collins a lot higher in that position. Or what do you think about that? Would you take Nico Collins here?
Yeah, that's who I'm looking at. I guess a question for you two: how do you guys judge between Nico Collins and Brian Thomas?
Same tier. I don't
Same
think you
tier.
can really.
I don't get it, man, about Brian Thomas. Okay. And this might just be me. We've talked about this at length, especially with Travis Hunter coming in. Um, Last year he was good. It was limited to the later half of the season where he really went off. Are we to say that just based on this later half of the season that he is now set to be the guy, that dude who's on par with Nico Collins? I think everyone's really believing that. I don't know if I'm buying in just yet. I think I need to see a little more out of him, especially with the addition of Travis Hunter. So I would go Nico Collins.
Yeah, I think I will go with Nico Collins here, Cheyenne. I do view those two very close. Nico and Brian Thomas, same thing. I basically view them as the same tier, like Dit said. But yeah, maybe a little less variables or fewer variables with Collins than what we see with Thomas, right? Collins has no competition. It's two rookies against him. Obviously, Hunter's
A
also
lot
a
of
rookie,
Christian Kirkert hate.
but yeah, I'm not too high on Kirk. Obviously, Hunter's also a rookie, but he's coming in with second overall pick capital, so I think they'll try to feature him more.
Yeah. And now I'm in a bit of a tricky spot. I kind of wanted a running back, but then 3 running backs came off the board by the computer. Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, Devon Achane. Okay. I'm going to need a second here.
Wait, before you go, Cheyenne, though, are we all in agreement of fading HN?
Yeah, I mean, last episode we discussed the over and unders, and given that he's due to miss a few games at least, maybe like 1 or 2 games at least.
Don't love calf injuries.
Don't love calf
Preseason
injuries.
calf injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not too confident about it. And we discussed Tua, an injury, and he's out. So,
Yep.
All right, let's see. I'm kind of considering just taking another wide receiver here. Honestly, I feel like I have to. Then the best running back here is maybe Bucky Irving. Oh,
Wait, what's the
God.
case though? Like, why do you have to go RB?
I just, I feel like I've made this mistake where I'll continue to draft wide receivers first just because they're like the better spot at that time in the draft. And then I get kind of screwed by it later on in the draft because I'll be running out of running backs and they'll get picked in the picks that I'm not at. So I don't know. I don't know if I should go for a more balanced approach or just go for the best ADP. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of tough to decide here.
Gotcha. Zach, what are you at? Or where do you stand?
Oh. Yeah. This is a tough one. I feel like I don't know if you guys agree with this, but typically, I guess in this draft maybe not so much. Even so, like running backs are getting valued really high, right? Like Saquon, Bijan, Genti, Gibbs. Typically, we see a little less of a run of running backs going super early in the first round. So it's kind of shifting things. And it's because they all did so well last year. Like we saw Saquon, an older running back, do so well.
Yeah.
We saw Derrick Henry, who was drafted like not even in the first round last year. He was like, I think late second, even early third. So it's kind of inflating the value of running backs. So you can take it one of two ways. Either that means, okay, running backs should be valued more, so you should take them high.
That's my concern.
Or it's they're actually not being overvalued. Taking that stud receiver is the smarter choice. I don't know if I have an answer. It's really tough, but I think that's what's playing, on both sides of it right now.
See, the issue is here, the wide receivers on the board right now that I really should be taking in terms of average draft position are not ones that I like, man. We just discussed Brian Thomas. He's still on the board. Yeah. Drake London, I don't like him. I'm sorry. And then AJ Brown, it's just, to quote Natul, who's not here right now, too many mouths to feed on the Eagles, Yeah. So
I'm going to go Cheyenne,
yeah, what's up?
I will say if I was picking right now, I would feel very happy with Brian Thomas Just
Yeah,
just
I would
my
too.
2 cents, but because I was basically a coin flip between him and Collins at the 2-1, but I know that we view him a little bit differently.
Just based on what I'd do, like what I
Mhm.
know I'd do, I have to go Bucky Irving.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
I think they're a great offense, the Bucks, and
I don't mind it.
all right, let's go.
Okay, Bucky at the 205, Ditz up at the 206.
I might
Okay.
get hate for that one.
I think it's a valid pick. I do.
Okay. So for my next pick, I would like to have some story time with you guys.
Oh
So
boy.
I want to take a player. I'm thinking receiver right now, right? So gained at least 13 PPR points in each of his final 7 games for an average of 21.5 points. Where do we think this ranked? Again, last 7 weeks.
13 PPR points.
At least he averaged a minimum or had at least 13 PPR points in each of his final games and averaged 21.5 points
Oh, average 21.5.
in
Wow.
the final 7 games of the season.
I
Oh,
mean, I know
well, that's
both
Brian.
Thomas and
Yeah,
Thomas and London both ended very hot. I'm assuming it's got to be Thomas you're talking
I was
about.
thinking Thomas as well.
Yeah. And where do we
Yeah.
think this ranked in this time frame?
Probably one.
Second, 1 or 2.
Third,
Okay.
behind Jamar and Puka. So I just wanted to say this because I personally don't think PTJ is going to. There's no way this man should be. Or I guess maybe it's not crazy for him to last this long. I was very shocked, so I am very happy to take Brian Thomas here at this spot. Continuing the tradition of elite LSU wide receivers that work in the NFL.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair
But
enough. I don't dislike it. I just we just have different theories on it, different opinions on it.
yeah.
Good pick.
All right.
All right, let's see what the computer does for the next few picks.
All right, so Ditz takes Brian Thomas at the 2.6. AJ Brown goes next at the 2.7. Josh Allen at the 2.08. McConkey and London at the 2.9 and 2.10. Kyron
Plus
at
big cock
2.11.
Brock.
Lamar Jackson goes at 2.12. Trey McBride ahead of Brock Bowers at 3.01. Chase
Interesting.
Brown 3.02. Tyreek 3.03. Bowers 3.04. Cook 3.05. Jaden Daniels 3.06. And back to Ditz. What do you guys think of those last 12 or so picks?
Wow.
It's a lot to digest. It's a lot.
I guess my main thing is I wouldn't take a QB in the second round.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Josh Allen seems a little early. I would even pick Lamar over Josh Allen. So to take Josh Allen in the second, then 3 picks, then Lamar Jackson also in the second, it's a little wild for me.
Yeah.
I think
I'm surprised by
go ahead.
McBride going ahead of Bowers, though. I mean, I know
That too.
they're very close, but I don't think I've seen that in a single mock or a single draft I've done yet.
Yeah, that was my next thing. And I think guess my age-old question so both of you guys are just out on Tyreek. Is he just like a do not draft guy?
He's not a do not draft, but I'm just worried about that Dolphin situation, man. With Tua.
But
Yeah,
at what point do you
he's
take
not
him? If he falls in the
he's not
fourth?
out for me, but if it's late third, like if he was still at my pick at the 312, I'd probably take him.
No way.
But I wouldn't love that. I'd be fine with that pick. I think he's gonna basically always be gone by then.
Okay.
I am sad about Chase Brown being off the board. He's one of my picks that I think one of my players that I think is going to do really well. He was like not really thought of last year, but he did super well. What was his final ranking? Do you guys remember?
Was he fifth?
Might have been. Let me see.
Or he might have been fifth from when he actually came in full time. But yeah, let us know where he ended up.
That could be. I'll look it up.
Chase Brown's one of those guys where I'm like, if this was like a first or second round pick, I just think that man would probably be going the second round at the very minimum. But because he was so good last year.
I'm seeing 11th last year, Cheyenne.
Probably slow start, but I'm sure he did well later on in the season.
That's right.
Cool.
All right, Ditz?
All right, it's
Yeah, so I'm kind of in between two players here. I'm between T. Higgins and Hampton. I do think Hampton's gonna pop off. I mean, with Najee kind of not practicing in the preseason and it just seems primed for Hampton to kind of take off and just fully get like a bell cow sort of workload. Counterpoint being like Greg Roman offenses don't, they famously just don't have a bell cow back in their system. Like I know I've mentioned this in previous pods before. The only running back in a Greg Roman offense to have it, I think, about 200 touches is Mark Ingram, the Ravens, which is kind of shocking. Come to think of it, they famously do deploy like split backfields. But what do you guys think? Do you have like an easy answer?
I have a mental block on picking a wide receiver 2. You know, before all the wide receiver 1s are off the board. I just can't do it. And I know, like, it may not be the right choice, but
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think I don't know, Ditz, we've talked about this. I think T. Higgins is gonna have an insane year if he stays healthy. That's a big if because he basically hasn't stayed healthy in the past couple seasons. Um, besides him, so I would probably take him. I'm kind of out on Bruce Hall. I think Hampton is very good. I think the ceiling is super high if he basically takes I mean, like you said, Najee's not going to play to start off the season or play very little to start off the season. So Hampton could end up being like, top 5 running back. But he could also, there's a lot of variables with him. If Najee does come back in halfway through the season and take some carries away, then Hampton is like maybe not the most exciting. So I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a couple good options here.
Yeah, I've been leaning T. I know like probably my most favorite set I heard on. I forget who was talking about it recently, but like, did you guys know in games where Jamar and T Higgins play, T gets more targets? You guys know
Yeah,
that?
didn't
So
I
know.
think I
like,
saw that.
obviously it's not like a case you should take T Higgins over Jamar Chase, but like Burrow spams them too just as much. And I
Fair
think for
enough.
Cheyenne, like, I don't know. Another interesting thing I remember seeing was that like, I think like, I don't think the way to look at Higgins is as a wide receiver too. He's a wide receiver 2 on his own team, but like that man, when he's on the field, he produces like wide receiver 1 sorts of numbers.
Yeah.
Whereas like I know on a points per game basis, that man was like, I want to say top 5 or like top 5 or top 6 in a points per game in fantasy. With the drawback being like this man is hurt all the time, but
Yeah.
upside is always high.
Fair.
I'm going T. Want to name my team T's nuts.
That's also
I
a
like
valid
it.
reason. Yeah, I mean, I'm between JSN and Omarion Hampton here.
Yep.
Dude, I have a soft spot for JSN.
Did
I
you have him
really
last
do.
year?
What?
Did you have him last year?
No, but I have him right now in my dynasty league. I mean,
Oh,
obviously in
that's
a
right.
dynasty league, he's a little higher value than he is in a redraft league. Oh man, I haven't seen Omarion Hampton play. All right, what do you guys think? I'm leaning JSN. I'll tell you that. If I were to pick right now, like in the second, I'd pick JSN.
I lean Hampton.
I probably lean Hampton as well.
Damn.
If it were me.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's your selection.
It's my selection. Got to do it, man. I got to risk it. I think JSN.
Okay.
Wow,
Oh,
interesting
so
picks.
beautiful.
Wow, you got so
beautiful.
lucky. You got so
Oh,
lucky.
that's fantastic. I was really hoping. I didn't want to even say to you that I favored Hampton, but it worked
That's
out.
so lucky.
So JSN went to Cheyenne. Marvin Harrison went next. Hurts at the 310, and then Brees Hall at the 311. I will say on ESPN, Hampton's a little bit later in ADP. He's closer to this spot, or he's a little higher in sleeper. So, it looks like he fell. I mean, which he did here, but he didn't fall as much in comparison to other platforms. This is exactly how I wanted it to go. I'll take Hampton here.
Yeah,
And
you couldn't
then
ask for better than that.
yeah. And then I'm actually going to go with George Kittle.
Oh my God, bro.
Um, I know we've talked about this recently. Cheyenne talked about this in one of our most recent little clips. I do think McBride and Bowers are the best two tight ends. I think this season especially, Kittle is going to have a great year
I'm so
if he
sad right
stays
now.
healthy. I think they don't have any really proven receivers. Pearsall is fine, Jennings is fine. But if Kittle stays healthy, I don't know how he doesn't easily lead the team in targets, and great player. So I getting him to start the fourth, I'm quite happy with.
Dude, I'm sad about that one. I was
That
gonna
was your
pick him
target?
instantly. Yeah, instantly.
Yeah.
Oh, now I don't know what to do. Now I really don't know what to do. Oh my
So
God.
Garrett Wilson went next at the 402, McLaurin at the 403, Kamara at the 404, and then Cheyenne's up at the 405.
I'm not liking my draft so far. I'll tell you that. I'm not liking this draft so far.
I mean, hey, so far the team is fine. I will say this is a little bit of a I don't love this spot that you're in right now.
Yeah.
There's a couple guys that are okay, but like any of these next few, Kenneth Walker, injury concerns, Devontae Adams, same thing that we talked about with Stafford and an
I mean, I
older
could take
player.
Burrow, but like, there's a
Yeah.
lot of good QBs, man. I guess Burrow's like kind of, yeah, he's pretty good. Pretty good. I feel like he's not like there's like a tier break there almost.
I want to just mention one thing, Cheyenne.
Yeah.
If you don't, I know Ditz is not a big fan of taking quarterbacks early too, but if I were Ditz, after taking T. Higgins my last round, I'd be looking to stack him with Burrow.
Yeah.
Meaning, if I were you in a actual league,
Yeah.
I'd probably try to it's not a sacrifice, but in a way it is. Let's make sure Ditz doesn't get that stack. Especially, it's a thing for a lot of time Burrow falls to the end of this round, like on ESPN. Whoever has the second pick needs to make sure team one does not get the Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow stack, because that is just like such an overpowered combination. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah. If one of them pops off, the other one pops off, it's over. That week is lost.
You don't want to play
Keeping
them when
that
they're
in
playing
mind, we're
us.
going Joe Burrow.
God damn it.
Ditz, were you going to take him with that pick?
Yeah. That's where I was going.
I think I was probably going to pick him anyway. I didn't like any of the alternatives here that you're going to have to now decide between Ditz.
Yeah.
Not a big K3 fan.
I honestly feel fine that I don't have to pick for a while. Like I said, I don't love these selections right now, but that's just me.
Damn. I do love me a Devontae, but so I still think Devontae's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. But I want another RB.
Well, walk us through this. Explain to the people what your inner
So
turmoil
here's
is here.
I think my thought is, there are a lot of good wide receivers at the bottom, or in the upcoming rounds. So I do love Devontae at this value, but I don't want to lose on a chance at a pretty solid running back 2 here. Whereas as much as I do like Devontae and Mike, I just maybe am looking for a more steady running back. So honestly, it's between. I am pretty high on Ken Walker. When the dude plays, he's great. He always looks like he has a lot of juice. I know.
Dude, you gotta almost guarantee a Charbonnet pick if you're picking Walker.
No, I know.
It's so risky.
Oh yeah. So it's like that, James Conner, or my man Travion, who just looks like he has juice on juice. He's like a baby Gibbs.
Yeah.
My heart tells me Travion, But I'm like, I wonder if the smart pick is Connor or Walker.
It's
do you guys
amazing Ditz is able to make his picks fast enough in actual drafts.
Hey, man. Oh, we do have a lot of time in between people. Okay, screw it. We're going Travion. Going for upside.
You know, it's interesting.
Interesting.
I would agree with you that I like him more than the other guys, but I just watched a video by none other than Theo Ash, who dropped him pretty low in his running back rankings, lower than I expected. So it was interesting to see.
Did he say why?
He did. I don't remember why, but he did say it. All right. So off the board after Travion Henderson, the computer picks Kenneth Walker, Cortland Sutton, Mike Evans, Devontae Adams, Chuba Hubbard, David Montgomery to finish off the 4th round. Then the 5th round starts with DK Metcalf, James Conner, Sam Laporta, Patrick Mahomes, Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, and now it's back to Ditz at the 5-7.
So, question for you guys: Are we just all in agreement that we just don't reach for any of the QBs outside that big four?
Yeah,
Big
that
four being
Mahomes pick
Allen,
is stupid.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
In
there's such a little
fantasy?
gap in fantasy. Like you're telling me you can like Mahomes in the 5th, or you can get,
Jordan Love.
Dak in like the 12th or 11th. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna reach for Mahomes. If it's Allen and Lamar in like the late 3rd, I'll do that. That's basically it. Or I'm doing a Burrow stack with Chase or Higgins.
Yeah. Damn. We got a bunch of wide receiver 2s. And how do you guys view McMillan, Jameson, and Pickens? Same
Wow.
tier?
I'm surprised you didn't even mention DJ Moore.
What does Natul like to say, Shayan?
What does he say?
Too many mouths to feed.
Fair
Too
enough.
many mouths to feed.
Not a great feeder either.
Yeah. But are these guys all on kind of the same tier for you? Or
McMillan, Jameson, and Pickens, you said?
Yeah.
I would say Jameson's the best of those, and I'd say Tet is probably the next after that, and then Pickens would be 3rd on that list.
So are they the same tier for you?
Yeah, same tier.
Devontae and DJ Moore, are you adding them? Would you add those guys or?
Same tier.
Really? Okay.
Mhm.
Shayan?
So it's Jameson Williams, Pickens, and Ted McMillan.
Yeah. Let's throw Devontae and DJ Moore.
I
too.
like
He basically
Jameson Williams.
He just wants to know who to pick, basically, Cheyenne.
I like Jameson Williams ahead of those 3, if I'm being honest. But
Yeah. 1 and 2 is between Tet and Jameson.
Ted and Jameson. Yep. Jameson, then Ted, then I'd say Devontae.
Is Jameson on a
then
contract here?
I always
You're the
question.
contract year guy, buddy. That's your job to know.
Yeah, I think he is. Hey, another thing I heard recently, I was like, I love this take. I wish it was mine. It's like we have T. Higgins, but like the discount version of T. Higgins might be George Pickens this year in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Bad defense, star pass rusher, still unsigned, not practicing with the team. Just like an offense that's probably just gonna air the ball out a lot. Oh man, this is tough. God damn. Someone else pick for me?
It's just a mock, buddy. It'll be okay.
It's tough for
Hey.
me too, I will say, because I'm next, and I need a running back, I think. So who is there? Or RJ Harvey, Isaiah Pacheco? Oh my God, I'm scared.
But if I'm going with who's got the juice? Jameson's got the most juice out of these guys. Okay, Jameson.
Jameson Williams to Ditz at the 507.
Okay.
That's the right pick of that bunch, I think.
Yeah, I think so, dude. And honestly, I don't even know what I want to pick here. I don't want to pick a running back because I don't like these running backs. I feel like I can delay it. No, can I though? Oh my God, I really can't. I'm looking at who's left on the board. We got RJ Harvey, Isaiah Pacheco, Joe Mixon. Jeez, who's the next guy I'd be? I'm so lost. I'm at a loss here too.
Well.
It's between Ted McMillan and RJ Harvey for me right now. I'll say that.
Well, Tet's not a running back. I will say that.
I know that's the issue. That's the issue. But he's like pretty. All right, I guess I'll go RJ Harvey. He's listed. This is like the thing. He's listed like dead last, I think, on the running back room depth chart for the Broncos. Obviously, he's not actually. I think that's just like Sean Payton being a sneaky
Yeah.
guy trying to get his rookies to work more. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll
Yeah.
take a second before he kicks into gear. So I don't even know. Like,
It still doesn't feel good to see that.
no, dude, I kind of want to take Pacheco here. I really kind of want to take Pacheco here. Is that weird to say?
No, it's odd because in a way he's safer than Harvey, but also you don't think of a guy who's coming off a broken leg who didn't really
He
play
broke
much
his
when
leg last
he
year.
didn't
Yeah,
he
I
didn't
forgot about that.
really do anything when he came back. Hunt was the better running
No.
back.
I completely forgot he had a disastrous break last year. All right.
Yeah, this spot's nasty because you look down more and it's Joe Mixon who has the ankle issues.
I'm gonna close
It's
my
like,
eyes and pick RJ Harvey.
okay. Ted goes next. Ted is who I was hoping would fall to me, by the way.
Okay.
I have a feeling Zach's gonna take the guy I want.
I can only hope. Okay, so RJ Harvey went to Cheyenne at the 508, Ted at the 509, DJ Moore at the 510. That is pretty good value for DJ Moore. I feel like that late, but Zay Flowers at 511 puts me on the clock. Puts me on the clock, doesn't it?
It's kind of gross. It's kind of gross.
Yeah, I don't love the options here. Definitely don't like the running back options. Okay. I'm trying to think about who Ditz wants so I can take him. All right. I think this is an example of me needing to reach.
Oh boy.
And I think the fact that Ditz...
Oh boy.
I'm hoping that this is who Ditz wants, and it's also who I think is the right pick. And we're going Emeka Egbuka.
Wow. Wow.
I had him. I had him queued up.
I will say it's tough because that is a reach in a way. I don't think, especially Ditz at the 507. Like Jamison Williams, I think is a better pick than Egbuka.
I agree. Yeah.
So it makes sense for you to make that pick. I would still take Tet over Egbuka, I think, but they're very close. But I'm like, at the 512, after these kind of established guys go, Zay Flowers, DJ Moore, I'll take the shot on Egbuka. We talked about it last week. He only has Evans there to compete with, and it's not really a competition. Godwin's going to be injured to start off the season. They lost Jalen McMillan. I love Egbuka for this season.
I have a feeling you're gonna take my next guy too, right?
Yeah. So I'm looking around. I don't love the running backs here.
Oh boy, he's gonna take them.
Hey, am I on the right tab right now? Am I the running back tab? Is that what you're looking for, Ditz?
Hey man, maybe.
Okay, he's not going to tell me. Well, I think I'll wait on running back.
God damn it.
And I'm pretty sure Ditz wants Pickens, but Ditz also could want Hunter. Is it crazy to go with back-to-back rookies in the 5th and 6th?
It's not.
So Ditz doesn't want Hunter. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to go with... Shayan, let me ask you. Hunter, Pickens, throw Odunze in there.
I was thinking about Odunze. I would rank it like this. I would say, oh my God, Pickens, Odunze, Hunter. Pickens, Hunter, Odunze. No, hold on. Pickens, Hunter, Odunze.
And Hunter is okay, right? I know he got a little banged up his first game, but I think he's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Likely to be ready. You said Pickens, Hunter. What was your final, Shayan?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Pickens, Hunter, Odunze.
Ditz, you're not going to answer, are you?
Nah.
Yeah. Did said, fuck the podcast. I want my guy. That's fine. That's fine.
No. Sorry. What was your question?
No, I was just asking between Pickens, Hunter, and Odunze how you view those three players.
Pickens, Hunter, and Odunze. My heart wants to say Odunze just because I personally have a lot of dynasty stock in him.
Mm.
Pickens is the kind. Pickens is a contract year guy. Pickens is the kind of guy that you just kind of, you have fun with in Vegas. You don't want to.
Gets in a lot of trouble on the team.
Yeah, you're not trying to ask him to be your roommate in college, right? It's like,
Definitely
but the man has a good time. He knows how to have a good time, and I think I would personally be I think like the highs will get you, but I think like maybe like game on the line, Hail Mary. You just see this man punching someone on the sideline because he like said something mean to him. And it's like, man, like this man has lost the plot. He's been cut. And I just feel like there's so many more ways it could go wrong. So I think that's why I steer away from him. And I was like, I would lean more in this case towards Odunze or Hunter. I think personally I'm going Odunze. There's a part of me now that just feels a little nervous. I was like, what if Hunter's just fine? Like, what if he's just fine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I am going to go with Odunze here.
Okay.
I like the spot that you guys are picking like 5 or 6 spots later, because I will say I think Odunze, Pickens, Hunter, and Pearsall, who we haven't talked about yet.
Damn it!
I like all of those guys. And that's who you were hoping for, Ditz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pearsall was also in contention for me. I just didn't pick him because I don't really want Kittle and Pearsall.
Yeah.
You can make the case that having both kind of like is safe in a way, but I didn't want to do that for my team. So I like your guys' spot because you have basically your selection of most of those guys. So let's see what Shayan goes with.
I mean, I was gonna go with Devontae Smith, but he got picked right after Odunze. And we got Joe Mixon, Isaiah Pacheco. Pickens is still on the board, So I think, given that we were just discussing him, let's go Pickens.
Was I just curious? So between Harvey and Igbuka, who would you go with?
RJ Harvey and Igbuka?
Yeah.
Oh, Igbuka.
Okay, yeah. Same. Shayan, I am pleading with you, do not let Zach get Igbuka.
I didn't. I kind of forgot about him, if I'm honest.
Nah.
But Ditz, you're asking a lot of him. In the actual league, taking Igbuka at the 5'8" is
it's a lot.
The earliest he's gonna go, like in any draft.
Yeah.
I think so. Hey, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how the actual draft.
I mean, I also I don't know what his ADP is, but it's probably mid to late 6th if I had to guess.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to get Pearsall, and he's like that next tier of guys for me here. I think we've talked about on a previous pod. This man ended the year like with a real bang. I think he had a weird rookie season. Like, the man got shot, right? And
yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, it is that. I mean, like, I think he got shot in the chest, didn't he? Like, that man was.
Yep.
I mean, like, the fact that he is playing football is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
To me, and like especially with the rest of the wide receiver room decimated. I guess Jennings questionable. Is this just like a contract injury? And he's like his hamstring will be just fine once he gets paid. We'll see. But I think no real like big competition outside of Kittle like for wide receiver. So I'm going Pearsall right now. I'm hoping the next guy I take will still be there a little later on. But yeah, let's do it.
Yep, that's a good pick. Pearsall at the 6'6". Travis Kelce goes at the 6'7". Hawkinson at the 6'08". Pollard 6'09". Aaron Jones at the 6'10". Judy at the 6'11". By the way, with Flacco being the starter, I think Judy, at least to start off the season, is pretty valuable. DeAndre Swift at the 6'12". Hunter at the 7'01". Waddle at the 7'02". Ridley at 703, Olave at 704, Caleb Johnson at 705, and then Tyrone Tracy at 706, and then back to Ditz.
I actually think Waddle's a pretty good price for
Yeah.
fantasy this year.
Yeah, I
No
guess the question is,
Tyreek's
do you guys actually think the gap between Hill and Waddle, as it stands today, is 4 rounds? I don't think so, personally.
I don't either. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also I mean, Tyreek's hurt, Achan's hurt. Like, there's a real world where like Waddle's just like the only main dude on this team. He's just like sucking in targets. So I think I would have probably taken a swing on him.
Mm.
Okay, so I don't have tight end. I do love me some Mark Andrews. But I do love myself another receiver. So Zach already has a tight end. I think I can get my other guy later on.
Are we worried about Mark Andrews with likely kind of getting
Yeah,
a bigger share?
but likely also is missing the first couple weeks of the season.
Yeah.
He hurt his ankle in preseason, so he I think got surgery, and it said 6 weeks from that date. So I think he'll be out the first couple weeks. So I would expect Andrew starts off hot. I think week 1, yeah, it's against the Bills. So I think he'll start off hot. He's a very safe touchdown bet. He might keep getting 3 for 30 and a touchdown, but hey, like for tight ends, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
So
I also
that's
think
kinda where I am.
outside of like in a national sense, I think Ravens fans know, but Andrews last year did get into some. I actually do think it was a pretty serious car crash last year, and I just don't think he was okay from that for a while. Like the man played, but like also just wasn't very healthy. And like the
Yeah.
man, like at the second half of the season, I think he had almost a touchdown almost every game. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Right, Zach.
Yep.
Ended the season off like pretty strong. Like maybe he's not like getting crazy yards, but I mean he still remains like one of Lamar's favorite red zone targets, and I just don't see that ending. So like I do think Mark Andrews would be a great choice here, but there's one more rookie receiver I want to take a swing on, and kind of goes with my rule of just draft good players on good offenses. That is probably to your guys' surprise, Matthew Golden. Let's go Golden.
Okay. Wow. Didn't expect that one.
No, Christian Watson, Dubs is hurt. I think Jaden Reed's also hurt. Everyone on that team's hurt. He's the only healthy receiver, like really, like actually healthy receiver on this team right now.
Though, yeah.
But like,
I mean, season's coming
first
up,
round
Shan.
receiver.
Season's
Yeah.
next week.
I guess so.
First round receiver too. They drafted him the first round for a reason.
Fair enough.
Great call. Good college
Yeah,
player.
I'm gonna snipe him from you in the actual draft now. Thanks, Dids.
I mean, I'm kind of looking at Jacoby Myers. Is that wrong? Is that wrong of me? I kind of like
Myers
Jacoby Myers.
is just
man.
very safe. He's
That's
not
the
fun,
thing. That's
but
the thing.
he's very safe.
He's low ceiling.
Yep.
Floor is decent.
Yeah.
But
I will say the way this format is we did 2 flexes, so I kind of like Jacoby Myers more in a double flex. It's like one guy's a guaranteed, 8 to 10 points. That's Myers.
yeah.
Second guy you can take more of a shot on, one of these rookies like a Hunter or a Buka, things like that. So I think, and especially in a 2 flex, Myers is a pretty good pick.
Yeah. I'm between Myers, Judkins, and Mark Andrews here. I don't have a tight end, so.
And has Judkins he hasn't signed his contract yet, has he, Dids?
I don't think so.
Oh, he still
actually.
hasn't?
No.
All right, we're going to fade him for now then.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of him. I would imagine even if he signs it today, it's going to take him some time to ramp up and actually start the season ready to go. So I'm scared of Judkins.
Yeah, Browns have no update on the status of unsigned second round pick Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with Mark Andrews.
Okay.
I think that's a good pick, Trent.
Thanks, bro.
All right, so after Andrews goes Baker Mayfield, who I was hoping to get with my next pick, Quinshon Judkins, and then Myers. So basically the guys Cheyenne talked about. Man, and maybe after this next pick or two, we'll do bench very quickly. But I just don't like this spot too much. I really should add some running back depth, given that my only two are McCaffrey and Hampton. I just don't like these running backs, but I think I have no choice.
I feel like the running back pool dies quickly.
Yeah, that's
Right.
one of the things I'm learning
A
from this
lot of
draft.
wide receivers, though.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing. That's kind of what it was like last year. That's why I think those running backs are going early, because like once you get past a certain point, the drop off is much higher than the wide receiver drop off.
Yeah,
Like
It
there's
is.
like
just
a,
based on how many people there are
it's like
starting.
wide receivers is kind of like a steady like this, while the running back is a lot more like tiered. You know what I mean?
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This is like such a nasty pick, but I'm gonna do it because I don't see any other option. Oh no, that's so nasty. I'm thinking about taking ETN,
Gross.
and he's so nasty. But like, who else do you take? Like Robinson, just I think his ADP hasn't adjusted yet to him
Bro, I
getting
feel like you
traded.
could wait. I guess you
Uh,
can if you want.
Like for who? I see one or two guys later on that are potential. I would say if I had, for example, you know, because like basically anyone else besides McCaffrey as my number one, I'd feel better about waiting. But I have him and a rookie, so it's kind of like feels like I
Yeah.
need someone. Um, yeah, that's gross. I'm gonna take it. I'm taking Travis Etienne. It's nasty,
I get it. I
but
get it.
like he is the only guy here that's I think technically the starter on his team.
Yeah.
We'll see how long that lasts, but I'm gonna go with him.
I've seen some like stats. I know people have talked about like who's the starting or who a Liam Cohen running back would be. Like when you think of the prototype, it's like a guy who likes to break tackles, guy who's like kind of fast and nimble, and like actually the person in that who fits that prototype in this offense is technically Tank Bigsby. So I think
Mm,
for folks who do take ETN, like I think maybe you should probably reach for Bigsby as
mm,
well. Like if you want that, because there's like a very very real possibility that Bigsby's just better, and it's not like the
yeah.
case of like ETN just has to get hurt. He could just continue like outpace um ETN the same way Bucky Irving just outpaced
Yep.
Rashad White last year.
I just don't think ETN's actually as bad as he was last year, but
I agree.
I don't know. I don't love that pick. I'm hoping when we actually do this draft, I'm not stuck with that choice. I'm pretty sure Ditz wants Tyler Warren with his next pick, if I had to guess. Doesn't really help my team. I already have Kittle, but I almost wish I didn't, so I could just snipe him right here. Part of me wants to still do it because, well, I have no good reason besides that I just want to take him. I will say, I mean, I don't know where you guys are. I know Ditz, you're high on him. I don't know about you, Cheyenne, but he's been great in preseason, so I feel like getting him this late is a pretty good value.
Note to listeners: don't start a dynasty team with one of your league mates in a redraft league. They find out everything.
All right. You ready, Ditz?
Let's see the pick.
It's gonna be more.
Say Tyler Warren.
God damn it. Okay.
There it goes. Oh, now it's back to me. Okay, so Tyler Warren, Bo Nix, Cooper Cup, man. I was kind of targeting him. I was waiting, thought he was going to come to me, but Cooper Cup, Brian Robinson, now it's on me.
And I will
Oof.
say, I do not advise taking your backup tight end before quarterback.
Oh, yikes.
Just to piss off Ditz here. I also do think that I don't like ETN in there as my second flex, and I actually like Warren in there more than I like any of these other guys, besides maybe like Stephon Diggs, who has his own questions. So there was some intent behind it, but I would not usually advise doing that.
This is insane.
I'm between two people here, and none of them are running back.
Take Colston, Level, and Cheyenne.
Bro, just to piss him off even more. Nah, man, I'm between two receivers here, and they're both on the Bills.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know.
That's gonna be tough.
I have Shakir in my dynasty, so let's double down
Oh, we
on him.
know.
Let's double down on him.
Damn. Okay. Damn. I was really hoping to get Warren here.
Dude.
Oh, Zachary.
Now you're in a predicament. I mean, Colston Loveland, did you see him singing, man? Did you see him
I
singing?
know.
You
Yeah,
kind
he
of got
can
to take
sing.
him.
Yeah, he's got to. Man, like these running backs are just ugly, though. Jesus,
Are
man.
you're targeting a running back right now?
I was I mean,
You're not
no,
even
I
thinking
mean,
about the tight
ideally,
ends.
but like, I mean, that's just, those running backs are gross.
And that's the issue, man. Like, I was looking at that too. I'm like, I need a running back right now, but I can't. I can't do it when that's what's on the board. Just for the viewers. Jalen Warren, Cam Scatabo, Javonte Williams, Jordan Mason, Zach Charbonnet. It's all RB2s at this point.
I wonder, is it too high to take one of those, like, Commanders running backs? Merritt.
Do you want Eckler, bro?
No, like Merritt. It probably
Oh,
is, right?
I don't know
Merritt?
what's happening
Oh,
with that
wait.
situation.
Oh, dude, that's actually not a bad idea. I've heard he's like the RB1 for sure. Is that not true?
I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
I just don't want it to be like Eckler just has like a pretty decently healthy season. This man's just splitting carries.
I mean, I've been
like
watching
9 points.
I've been watching his TikToks, and he seems healthy in his TikToks.
God damn.
That means
I was
anything.
really hoping Warren would fall.
He's been selected, actually.
Yeah.
That was a spite pick.
Yeah, it really was.
Hey, man, I just view him as a good second flex.
All right.
I do. I really do. But
yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Running back's gross, man.
It's nasty.
Maybe I just go running QB at this point. Just taking a shot on Kyler.
Okay. Kyler to Ditz. Jordan Addison goes next. Jalen Warren goes next. Debo Samuel. Jared Goff. Evan Ingram. Stephon Diggs at the 8-12. Scatterboo at the 9-1. Herbert at the 9-2. Godwin at the 9-3. Jordan Jason Mason, Natul's favorite player in the NFL, at the 9-4. David Njoku at the 9-5. Then Jaden Reed at the 9-6. I was hoping Mason would fall to me at the end of this round. I will say that. But unfortunately, he did not.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I'll say that.
I know what Ditz is doing too. I'm just gonna text Cheyenne what who Ditz is gonna take here.
I hope it's not.
Thinks about it.
I hope it's not the one I'm gonna take.
I would be shocked if it's not this guy I just texted you.
Let's get it. Let's see. Ditz, let's see that pick, bro.
Oh, I know who you want to, Cheyenne.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm sure you do.
Actually, I don't think Zach knows who I want.
Okay, let's see it.
But I'm afraid I'm not looking at someone's.
If this was a real league, we would be 8 picks past at this point. Man's taking 90 seconds for the 9th round pick.
We gotta go faster.
Tight end, yeah.
Colston Love, that was who he said. He said. Yeah, he bet on that, and he was right.
I can read Ditz like a book. like Ditz was saying, after co-managing a dynasty team with this man, I know every pick this man's making. Every single pick I know what it's going to be.
Who am I going to pick, Zach?
J.K. Dobbins.
I was going to pick Javonte Williams.
Oh.
What? That's gross.
I mean, he is the starter.
He's the starter. He's the starter.
Yeah, I know. It's just gross.
It is gross.
Yeah. So Javonte Williams goes to Cheyenne. Charbonnet goes next. Juwan Jennings, who I think will be a great receiver to begin the season, especially if they get the contract stuff figured out. Downs at the 9-11, and then I'm going with J.K. Dobbins here at the 9-12.
Good enough. Yeah, that's good.
I think he could easily win the job over Harvey, or they'll at least split. And with how nasty running back is here, I don't have much of a choice.
Yeah.
Could be a solid second flex if McCaffrey or when McCaffrey goes down. Dobbins is probably a decent fill-in for, he'll get me through. He's not a pretty pick, but he'll do the job. And then, maybe now is the time to pull the string on no, there's still so many good quarterbacks. I feel like even more than usual. Like there's just no rush at all when it comes to quarterback. Well, this is gross, but I'm going to take Bigsby just because I want to have the option.
I get it.
If one of them wins the job and they don't just keep splitting, which I think one of them will,
Yeah.
I want to have both. I don't like that I had to use 2 picks to get those 2 guys. But hey, I do think the Jaguars offense takes a big step forward. It's good on paper, adding in Hunter and with Lawrence actually coming back and being healthy. So
Liam
if
Cohen's
one of those
there.
guys establishes himself as the starting running back, I think he's actually a decently valuable player.
I have a real offensive coordinator too.
I like it.
Yeah. So Kraft goes next. Rondre goes next. Purdy, who I was also thinking about, goes at the 10-4, and then Cheyenne at the 10-5 is up.
I mean, are there even any wide receiver ones here left?
Wide
Not
receiver
really.
ones.
Is Pittman the one on his team?
One
Yeah.
in the sense that it's like the best on the team. Yeah, Pittman's the one on his team. There's some other ones on their team, but like they're like very shady. Like Elik Ayumanor, he's one,
He's sneaky.
right?
Are you considering him a one though?
Maybe he's a
Over
rookie.
Ridley?
I don't like Ridley, man. Maybe that's just a me
Okay.
He
thing.
really doesn't.
I don't like him. I gave him to Zach early on in our dynasty league.
And I shipped him off to Natul.
Yeah, it's been bouncing around.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I'm on Ross St. Brown for whatever reason.
For whatever reason, he's been traded so many times in our dynasty league, which is crazy. But
This is crazy, but I'm actually considering taking Marvin Mims here.
okay.
I thought he did so. He was like, he's a good player, It's not translating to fantasy just yet. But
He doesn't play enough. That's why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think it could this year. And it's like a complete risk pick, but I think we're going to go Marvin
Did they
Mims.
just
if I'm being
re-sign
honest.
Sutton, and a lot of these guys, they shipped out Vele to feature Franklin more.
Franklin.
Troy.
Oh, new. Oh, God.
I will say, though, Cheyenne, quick little question for you. If you were to
Okay,
guess,
tell
I
me before I
think I
do.
have this number. What's the highest percentage of snaps Mims has ever played in a game?
Wow.
I think I have the number.
40.
I have
It's
a feeling it's lower.
47%.
Oh,
Okay.
So
It's a
your
little
guess
low
was
for my liking.
like correctly low, but point being,
Yeah.
he's never played half of the snaps of a game, ever.
He might
So-
step it up this season, though, man. But okay, all right. I hear you. I'm struggling at this one. It's very clear to see I'm struggling at this one.
But
I
it
like
could be,
Rashid
hey,
Shaheed.
if he plays 70%, then he's going to be great. But it could also mean there's a reason he doesn't ever play more than 50%.
That's the
I don't
thing.
know.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. I mean, like, I don't even know. There's no one on this board. I might take Keon Coleman just to complete that Bills stack, though. If they have a great game.
I don't hate it.
he was okay last year.
Let's do Keon Coleman.
There's some.
We'll do Keon Coleman.
Okay, Keon Coleman goes next. Ditz at the 10-6. Let's go through these last few.
Okay. I did not know this. Okay. Man, I wish I had some more running back depth. I feel like those guys could be there later on.
What are your thoughts?
So, I mean, if I want floor, I think like a safe floor, I go Pittman. I think he'll be okay. I mean, I think Daniel Jones can be decent.
Can I interest you in Kyle Pitts?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
But he's
Maybe later
he's a
on.
father now. You know that?
He is. To another Kyle Pitts.
Maybe I go high upside rookie here. I do think this dude's got juice. Luther Burden. He's had some good reviews in camp. This is probably a reach. But fast, very talented.
So back-to-back Bears picks, back-to-back Bears rookies in your 9th and 10th.
Wow.
I don't know. As Natul says, too many mouths to feed over in Chicago.
Indeed.
But Jaden Higgins goes next. Pittman, Najee, Dak Prescott, Jonnu Smith, Dalton Kincaid, Mooney, Eckler, Ayuk, Kyle Pitts at the 11-4, Caleb Williams at the 11-5, Shaheed at the 11-6, and then back to Ditz the 11-7. We have
Running
what do we
back.
have? 3 rounds left to go.
I know
So,
who I'm picking. I'll say that.
all right.
If this doesn't pick him.
I have a feeling I'll just do it just to spite Cheyenne.
Oh, I'm glad. No, that wasn't who. I'm going to Ty Spears
Okay.
Injured.
You know he's
injured.
hurt, right?
for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Few weeks.
Okay.
But once he'll be back, I think he can definitely outcompete Tony Pollard.
I think so too. We actually just got him in our dynasty league a little bit ago.
That's a good choice.
Then he got hurt, but I think he actually has some potential.
Yeah.
Jake Ferguson goes next, CJ Stroud, and then Blue has
I
a
took
chance.
Braylon Allen. I don't know if I said that.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I did took Braylon Allen at the 11-7. I've heard good things about Blue in camp. I mean, it's Javonte Williams and Sanders, so he doesn't have much to compete with. So I don't hate that pick at the 11-11. And I'm up at the 11-12.
Is this the last pick?
We have oh, is this the last pick? Oh, you know what? It might be. I added 2 more bench spots during this, but and initially the draft just had 11 rounds, so I'm not sure if this is going to end it or not. So
Well,
I guess
let's
I
see.
should probably take quarterback to be safe. Okay, well I'm gonna go Drake May.
I knew it. I was just gonna say that.
Oh, it is
did
still there.
It did
Okay,
end up
we're
adding
good,
those
we're good.
extra rounds. All right.
Okay, good. So I took Drake May. I was gonna take him with the next pick after that either way. So no harm, no foul. But I think there's still no rush. You could wait and take Jordan Love or McCarthy, you know. But Drake May definitely has the highest upside of that bunch. And then we're gonna go with Trey Benson at the 12-1. Same thing. I'm just nervous about my running back depth. So I think he can take over for Connor if Connor gets hurt. So I like him at the 12-1. Tootin at the 12-2, Chubb at the 12-3, Trey Harris at the 12-4. Shine up with his second to last pick.
Mims is still there, and I just talked him up, but I'm seeing that Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt is still there too, and I feel good about him, man. I feel good about Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Chris Hernandez is there, Austin Eckler is there, but this is a pure risk play. Can I save it for another round? No, because I already know who I'm picking the next round. So pure risk play here.
Okay, I like it.
I don't know if you do. Don't know if you do, but it's okay.
I honestly don't. I don't really know if I do either, but I like the chance.
I'll just go another.
They didn't play him in the last game. Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw that he was.
I know that the Ravens stomped them 30-3.
Yeah, but they didn't even play him. Like he was rested. Why would they rest him if they don't intend for him to be a bigger part of the game?
I don't know. Nursing an injury?
No,
call me crazy.
Don't tell me that.
I guess weirdly, like I'll go with the other starting running back on this, and I'll go Jerome Ford.
Starting running back.
He's still there.
I didn't know he was still there. I kind of just assumed he was gone. That's a good pick.
Is it?
Starting running
honestly,
back.
Yeah. I don't hate it. Okay, Rashad White, Keenan Allen, Justin Fields, Dallas Goedert, Christian Kirk, J.J. McCarthy, Rashad Bateman, Marvin Mims, Ray Davis, Rico Dowdle, Isaac Rendo, and Jordan Love all went. And then did your last pick at the 13-07.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna double down on my RB depth and go Dylan Sampson in case Judkins doesn't work out. So
okay,
another juice guy in college. So.
Dude, am I even allowed to take another RB? Because if so, I'm gonna take Ollie Gordon, given that Devon Achane is an injured man. I am. All right,
I like it. Okay, Ollie Gordon went after Ditz's Dylan Sampson selection, Zach Ertz, Hunter Henry, Trevor Lawrence. I realized I did not pick nearly enough receivers because I kept taking shitty running backs to help with my running back depth.
Likewise.
So that I need to definitely, tune that in my actual draft. But last pick here, I'll probably just take the shot on Kyle Williams.
That was my other alternative if I didn't pick Ollie Gordon, Zach.
Yeah, to help go with Drake May. I don't hate it. So that's the draft. Maybe let's go over who our teams are.
Let's say our teams.
All right, Ditz, over to you first. Let's see who you got.
Yeah, so I have Jameer Gibbs, Brian Thomas Jr., T. Higgins, Travion Henderson, Jameson Williams, Ricky Pearsall, Matthew Golden, Kyler Murray, Colston Loveland, Luther Burden, Braylon Allen, Jerome Ford, and Dylan Simpson.
Cheyenne?
All right. I have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Bucky Irving, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Joe Burrow in the fourth, RJ Harvey, George Pickens, Mark Andrews, Khalil Shakir, Javonte Williams, Keon Coleman, then 3 running backs in a row to cap it off, Tyjae Spears, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, and Ollie Gordon.
I like what you did with the running backs to end the draft. Like, yeah, they could all be useless, but they all have a somewhat
They have
clear path
potential.
to being high upside.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you want to shoot for late in the draft. All right, so I had Christian McCaffrey, Nico Collins, Amarin Hampton, George Kittle, Emeka Egbuka, Romo Dunze, Travis Etienne, Tyler Warren, J.K. Dobbins, Tank Bigsby, Drake May, Trey Benson, and then Kyle Williams. At least on my side, I loved how my first 6 went.
It's beautiful.
And then things kind of like went off the rails a little bit. I felt myself getting scared about having McCaffrey and a rookie at running back. And so I took maybe one too many. Like I think I would have just not taken ETN, taken another decent receiver at that end of the 7th, and then taken the shot, maybe stayed away from Bigsby too at that point. Because I don't like wasting 2 picks on those guys.
Yeah.
It could work out. Like one of them could be great, like I said, but I don't love that
I'm
part
not
of
too
my
happy
draft.
with mine either, man. I mean, like, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Bucky Irving, I'm happy with those. Even JSN, Joe Burrow. And then it's same as you. I think towards the middle is where I really struggled. RJ
Mhm.
Harvey, George Pickens, I'm fine with. Then even Mark Andrews, Khalil Shakir, I feel like there's stronger. I don't know if there were stronger options or if it's just the way that the draft played out, but I didn't like my options there, I guess.
Yeah. What do you think, Dit?
Yeah, I was pretty happy with how things went outside of you sniping Warren. But yeah, I think the thing I do go back on is like I wonder. It just feels like there's so many good receiver options later on. I wonder if I should have maybe like as much as I love T, like I wonder if I maybe should have won Hampton. In my third, where it's like if I'm between like in those early rounds where if there's like a running back I really love, I just maybe think like man, maybe don't wait on it.
Yep.
So that's kind of my main takeaway from all of this. But I guess Zach, quick question for you. So like, let's just say you didn't take Warren. Like, who would you have
Mhm.
taken there?
I guess looking at who went after him, I think honestly I stick with that pick, right? I'm looking at it was Knicks, Cooper Cup, like Shakir, Addison, who's gonna miss the first few games, Debo. Like I don't love any of those players. Like it would have probably have been Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
Especially with thinking Drake May will come later on in the draft. At least that was who I was
Yeah.
hoping to snag.
Yeah.
But honestly, like I
It's a
don't
good pick.
really feel like any of those guys are clearly better than Warren. And if Warren can become something good, one, we know Kittle gets hurt somewhat often, so that's a good
Yeah.
insurance for that.
Yeah.
2, if Warren does do well, that's a good trade piece to give
Yeah.
to someone who waited a while on tight end. So I think I actually keep that pick as it is.
Okay.
What I would do is instead of ETN at that 7-12, taking Warren there, and then at the 8-1, taking Diggs.
Dude, Diggs at the 8-12 that the computer did is pretty good. I can't believe I didn't even. Wow, that's a good pick.
He's good.
That's
Yeah.
a good pick.
Yeah, so that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Would you guys, I guess, so you both took, I guess all 3 of us, we took in the first 2 picks, 1 running back, 1 receiver. You,
Yeah.
Ditz, you had Gibbs and Thomas. Shine, you had St. Brown and Irving, and I had McCaffrey and Nico Collins. After doing the draft, would you stick with that, or would you try to go, obviously depending on where you are, would you switch to going double running back or double receiver? Or just stay?
I would stay just because I didn't like my wide receiver options at the time. And that's why I did it. I don't like Brian Thomas, AJ Brown. Again, too many mouths to feed on that offense. I think it would be a little bit too early for Ladd McConkey. Drake London, I don't like either. I think I'd probably stick with Bucky.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going with my picks. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Okay. Agreed. Well, this was a good mock. I feel like this was
Yeah.
insightful for me as we get closer to our actual
Oh,
draft,
God.
2 days away in our main league.
Oh, dear.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
He just saved the screenshot of the draft and he's gonna like paste it on his wall right in front of his computer before he starts the real draft, and then he's gonna use that. Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we've fallen into the trap already.
Let me just tell you, I could have written this down perfectly for Ditz anyways, so it doesn't help me with him. Shine, it helps me a bit with you.
That's
Um,
scary.
but Ditz is no problem. The issue is we like the same people.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's us like seeping into each other with us talking about
Yeah.
our dynasty co-managing or something else, but we're pretty aligned, which is unfortunate
Yeah,
for drafting.
indeed it is.
But all right, anything else you guys have before we wrap up this episode?
Yeah, I would say one quick thing. Ditz's commandment number 1.
Oh
Have
boy.
your own tiers. So you're not scrambling when it comes to your pick, and just think it's better to always like have like a plan.
Yeah.
And then like usually if you queue up your guys, like have your own tier. Have guys like
Yep.
you're just in on. I just really think just doing that really helps your just draft strategy in general. And I think out of all my commandments, that is this number 1. Like have your own tiers,
Yep.
draft accordingly.
Maybe
Yeah.
an example for that, Ditz, just to like put it in perspective on this draft real quick. So Cheyenne was up at the 205, right? Let's say Cheyenne viewed Irving, Achan, Jacobson, Taylor all in the same tier, hypothetically. Him taking Irving last of those 4 is great, like good value for him. If he was up at the 2-2, like where Jonathan Taylor was taken, there's no reason for him to take him there. Like go ahead and take a receiver because you're kind of sacrificing value by reaching for the top of the same tier. So that's what I try to do. If I view a bunch of guys in the same tier, I don't want to take the top guy or top 2 guys in that tier.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I guess we could call it the Parlay Parlance Commandment 1.
that's right.
We love it.
And obvious, but wait on quarterbacks even more. You saw it in this round even more than ever. Like Jordan Love, serviceable quarterback. Drake May, Stroud, Purdy, all these guys are great, and they were the last couple rounds of the draft. So
Yeah. Unless you're getting like elite Jackson, Allen, Daniels, Burrow, Hurts.
Yeah. I would say top 5, it's fine, and then after that, you got to just wait.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for this one, fellas. Till next time, we'll maybe do another mock before then. We'll have some more betting picks coming out soon. As always, follow us on all the platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and stay tuned for more.
Thank you guys
Sweet.
for listening.
Later.